our high-tech world, staying connected has become a way of life. Cell phones have become a great necessity to a lot of people. You go to restaurants, grocery stores, baseball games, there isn't a place where cell phones aren't banned. Until now. Thanks to a Texas law that went into effect on September 1st, 2009, drivers are no longer allowed to use a handheld device while in a school zone. That means no talking, no texting, no checking Facebook. No activity is to be allowed on a handheld device. The only exception allows for drivers to make a call using a hands-free device, such as a Bluetooth. Violators can be fined up to $500. Bus drivers carrying minor passengers will also be affected by this law. They are prohibited from talking on a cell phone while transporting minors, except in the event that the call is made for an emergency response service or to call for help. Bus drivers are allowed to, however, use a cell phone if they are pulled over at a complete stop. According to Texas Legislature House Bill 55, cities and counties have the choice whether or not to ban cell phone usage in designated school areas. In order for this to be enforced, signs must be posted in addition to the fine to be $500 per infraction. The cell phone must be to your ear and your vehicle must be in motion. This means hands-free devices are acceptable or if you're stopped, it's okay. Now that we've discussed driving in a school zone while you're on a cell phone, let's discuss about the other states that are completely banned from using cell phones while operating a motor vehicle. Right now, I have one hand on the wheel and one hand on my phone. Okay? I'm about to reach 70 miles an hour. And if a car were to swerve into my lane right now at this time, I'd be in some trouble. Or if I were to some reason have a blowout, I wouldn't be able to control myself like this with one hand on the wheel and one hand on my ear, basically. So one good option is to hook up to a headset so where you could talk freely, or to hook up to a Bluetooth. Right now, right here, I have two hands on the wheel. I'm able to concentrate on the road. However, talking to somebody on the phone right now, so my attention is kind of diverted to the phone also, but this is a lot better than having a phone to your ear and one hand on the steering wheel. I get to have two hands on the steering wheel. If somebody swerves into my lane, I get to act appropriately. If for some reason I get a blowout, I can control myself a lot better than having one hand on the wheel. According to the San Francisco Chronicle, on September 15, 2008, Arnold Schwarzenegger signed a bill that banned handheld cell phone use while driving. California was the fourth state to put such a ban in place. New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut have similar bills. California had a while to adjust to the new law, though. It went in effect on July 1st, 2009. The law has allowed for cell phone use with hands-free devices such as Bluetooth headsets. Fines for breaking the law were $20 for the first offense and $50 every time after. This is driving anywhere, driving to work, driving to school, driving anywhere, not just driving to school zones in California. But none of the tickets impair the driver's insurance. Many cars sold today feature their own built-in hands-free device. Legislative bans. The National Conference of State Legislature, the NCSL, reports in 2002-2003, states in the U.S. proposed over 100 bills concerning cell phones and automobiles. 5 states considered an outright ban. New York was the first state to pass the law limiting cell phone use. A ban on a handheld use. Afterwards, 10 other states have passed the laws regulating cell phone use while driving, which would be Arizona, California, Florida, Illinois, Missouri, New Jersey, Oklahoma, Oregon, and Rhode Island. Other states that require police to include the cell use in reports of the auto accidents are California, Florida, Idaho, North Dakota, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Jersey, Oklahoma, and the list just goes on and on, okay? The Texas Department of Public Safety says that it will be illegal to use a cell phone in the school zones unless the vehicle is stopped or you're using a hands-free device. In conclusion, it's a big distraction to have a cell phone in your ear while driving, as we displayed earlier, okay? Much less in a school zone when you have children crossing in front of you. As the number of accidents involved by cell phones and other technologies continue to rise, legislators may feel more pressure to specifically restrict these technologies in cars, something the industry is trying to deter from happening because they make money off of that. Much of the legislation currently is in books does not specify or regulate cell phone use in automobiles. For my closure, I'm going to say stay off the phone while you're in the school zone.